The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
The Raiders were ranked number 9 against the run last year, so the linebacker corps didn't miss then-suspended Vontaze Burfict very much in that department. But they missed Burfict badly in pass coverage. Tahir Whitehead, his replacement, gave up a passer rating of 150 when targeted, and that was the worst in the NFL among qualifying candidates. So the Raiders obviously need to do something to get their linebacker corps better against the pass. I expect Burfict to be back, as he is defensive coordinator Paul Gunther's guy and knows his scheme better than anybody not Gunther. And on top of that, he's one of his generation's best linebackers. Will Compton, a late pickup last year, showed he should be brought back. He's solid in coverage and showed he can man the middle if Burfict gets suspended again. To get a playmaking linebacker that's great in coverage to put with those two, the Raiders don't have to wait until the draft. Cory Littleton is just the guy they need, and he will be available in free agency. Burfict is good for the Raiders. He's a tempo setter that hits anything that moves. Oh! He's great against the run as he finds the ball and comes down the hill to make the play. The 6'1", 255-pound thumper is also solid in coverage. And he does a good job of blitzing in Gunther's double A-gap scheme. But the Raiders didn't get to see much of him last year because of this hit. Whitehead would replace him, but he showed he wasn't very good in coverage while playing alongside him. He lacks the twitchiness and speed to keep up. Look at all that separation. Sometimes he misses his guy in play action. Along with the 150 passer rating, Whitehead gave up 7 touchdowns to lead all linebackers. And in the clutch, he was just as bad as he was in normal situations. When you're not fast and twitchy enough, you're just not. I know Gruden loves Whitehead, so if he's a Raider in 2020, he should at least be out on passing downs. Adding Littleton would not set the Raiders back against the run. He has the speed to chase plays down from the backside. He can also find the ball and chase it down from inside. He's a little undersized at 230 pounds, but that doesn't mean you're going to run the ball straight up the middle on him either. And he's really good at seeing the play develop right in front of him. He can read the blocking scheme and get right in the hole. Pass coverage is his specialty, and and he smells those screens just like you smell mom cooking breakfast when you're sleeping in on a Saturday morning. And he's a good open field tackler, so he's unlikely to miss. Sometimes it's as simple as beating the offensive lineman to the spot. And he does a good job of keeping his head out of tackles, so he's unlikely to get suspended. He's not going to get fooled here, so that's easy work. Sometimes that sense for those screens get him interceptions. Littleton is also great in zone coverage. If a ball is caught in his area, the play ends right there. And sometimes he makes the intended target hear his footsteps. He gets his hands on a lot of footballs too. This one just happened to go right to Christian McCaffrey. Most of the time, it's not good for the opposing team when he gets his hand on the football. Now this one should have been intercepted. And this one will be. He gets a nice deep drop into his zone, so when trying to throw over his head, you better not float. If you're staring down a target, he's going to get you. He's taking this one to the house. Littleton has 5 interceptions over the last 2 years. But Littleton also excels in man coverage, as he's right there with Christian McCaffrey holding him to a short gain. Littleton gets his hands on some footballs in man coverage as well. Here, you can't see him, but he's coming from the right on mercurial receiver Michael Thomas, and he almost gets the interception. Watch how fast he reacts and breaks on the ball here. He's just going to close on the tight end here. Watch his closing speed on running back Kenyon Drake here. David Johnson has nothing doing here. He can even set up an interception for a teammate in man coverage. He's had some good battles against tight end George Kittle, where he's given up a touchdown and denied a touchdown. And if he's in a zone or a spy and your quarterback's trying to run, he's not getting far. Russell Wilson has tried him and And Kyler Murray thought he was going to try him, but he didn't want that work. This ended up being a sack. Oh, He got Murray again with that closing speed he has. And Littleton is a great fit for that double A gap scheme, as he is a good blitzer. This dude flies to the quarterback. Gunther also uses a lot of delay blitzes, and he does that well also. He's so good in coverage, they don't expect him to blitz when he's lined up over the tight end, so he comes unblocked here. And he does more than sack quarterbacks when he rushes the passer. He forces interceptions. And when someone else gets a sack fumble, he's there to pick the ball up. Littleton is always around the ball because he hustles. Watch him run Kittle down here. When you hustle like Littleton does, you get rewarded with turnovers. Here he's going to hustle, force a fumble, and recover it himself. Littleton is a playmaker with his hand in 11 turnovers over the last 2 years. He's also had 7.5 sacks and 22 passes defensed in that span. Then there's his defensive touchdowns and 3 blocked punts, this one going for a safety. He would be a valuable part of the Raiders' defense and special teams. The Raiders have a budding star edge rusher in Max Crosby. And don't worry about 2019 number 4 overall Clelin Ferrell. He's going to be just fine. It sounds like Gruden wants to make another DeForest Buckner out of Deion Jordan. And all Maurice Hurst needs is a chance to play more, and the pass rush will be set. The next video is going to be about signing Byron Jones to put on the other side of Trayvon Mullen to make an excellent corner tandem. And hopefully, the Raiders bring back Carl Joseph to pair with Jonathan Abram at the safety positions. And that would make a solid defense. Thank you for watching and see you next time.